Have you ever wondered what set the stage for the Iranian Revolution of 1979? Let's take a step back and delve into the intriguing socio-political landscape in Iran prior to this tumultuous event. At the heart of this era was Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, a man known for his ambitious westernization policies. He implemented what he called the White Revolution, an attempt to modernize Iran in the image of the West. This included land reforms, women's suffrage, and a concerted effort to reduce the influence of religious institutions. However, these sweeping changes were not embraced by all. The Shah's reforms stirred discontent among many Iranians, particularly within the religious and intellectual classes. They viewed his policies as an affront to their traditions and an overreach of his power. The tension between the old and the new, the religious and the secular, the East and the West, steadily grew. Thus, as the 70s began, Iran was a powder keg waiting to explode. The spark that ignited the revolution came unexpectedly. In the heart of Iran, in the year 1978, a seemingly ordinary event triggered a sequence of extraordinary events. The catalyst was the exile of a man, a religious figure, Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Khomeini, a vocal critic of the Shah's regime, had been living in exile for over a decade. His teachings, however, resonated with the masses in Iran, discontented with the Shah's rule. The newspapers published an article defaming Khomeini, and this triggered a wave of protests. The people of Iran had found a symbol in Khomeini, a symbol of their defiance and hope for change. As the protests escalated, so did the chaos. Striking workers crippled the nation's economy. The oil industry, the lifeblood of Iran, came to a standstill. The Shah's regime, once seemingly invincible, was now on shaky ground. The mass civil resistance was too powerful, too widespread to be contained. The climax arrived in early 1979. The Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, left Iran, never to return. His departure marked the end of a dynasty that had ruled Iran for over 2 millennia. In the midst of this turmoil, Khomeini returned from exile. His arrival was met with jubilation. Millions of Iranians poured into the streets to welcome their new leader. The man who had been living in exile was now at the helm of a revolution. The momentum was unstoppable. A referendum was held, and the overwhelming majority of Iranians voted in favor of an Islamic Republic. Ayatollah Khomeini became the supreme leader, the highest-ranking political and religious authority in the newly formed Islamic Republic. The revolution had succeeded. It had toppled a monarchy, defied a superpower, and rewritten the destiny of a nation. And at the heart of it all was a man who had been living in exile, a man who had become a symbol of defiance and hope. In less than a year, Iran had transformed from a monarchy to an Islamic Republic. Such was the power of the Iranian Revolution, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Iranian people. The Iranian Revolution was a turning point in the country's history. It marked a seismic shift from the monarchy of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi to an Islamic Republic under Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. The pre-revolution conditions were riddled with dissent, economic instability, and political corruption, all of which culminated in the revolution of 1979. This revolution brought about profound changes in Iran's political, social, and cultural landscape. The monarchy was replaced by a theocratic republic, fundamentally altering the governance of the nation. Socially, the revolution led to a reassertion of traditional values, a shift towards conservatism, and an increase in religious influence on daily life. Culturally, it sparked a revival of Persian traditions and the Islamic faith. Internationally, the revolution stirred tensions, straining Iran's relations with the West, particularly the United States. It also triggered a shift in the geopolitical dynamics of the Middle East. The Iranian Revolution, thus, remains a significant event, the repercussions of which are still felt today.